And we are back, my friends. I apologize for this. There seems to be some sort of glitch on the Twitch app, and when I've taken screenshots, it kept leaving that idle screen instead of streaming the game, so I don't think I'll take any more screenshots of the game for the time being, just to prevent any further problems. But we'll carry on as usual. So let's carry on. So far, very, very good.
Dear Hound.
Yeah, it's fine. And you can talk to Alex later. We're like at hour 1 here. You'll have ample family bonding time.
Yeah, fine, sure, no problem.
Okay, speed read definition of Edwards Island. This is a tourist trap with shops and a beach.
When the flag is flying, we are funning.
I think it's supposed to say running.
Oh.
So, to summarize, we are not allowed here after dark, the town is shut down, and we, the Kamina High junior class, have come to commit improper acts.
Improper acts.
Yeah, isn't this supposed to be like a giant swarming animal mask-wearing freakout? Where's everybody else?
Jesus, Alex, it's just supposed to be like a somewhat oversized kegger, and I think more people are coming. And the other thing is the Weirdo Caves.
Weirdo caves?
The whole reason Alex brought her radio is because when you go to it's like the front.
The mouth?
The mouth of this particular cave, you can sometimes pick up frequencies to stations that don't exist. You'll hear voices or just sounds. And
No, there must be some kind of logical explanation. Like the rocks are somehow able to conduct lower frequencies or pick up broadcasts from further away or something.
Or it's aliens.
So, back up a second. Who's Mrs. Adler?
Her family, I think, owns or owned some of the island or something. She's been shacked in the same spot for like 70 years. She's kind of what you'd call the local legend. She has a house on the other side of the woods.
Man, that woman won the life lottery. 70 years of sleeping with the window open and smelling the ocean.
You'd be okay with never leaving. Never leaving. Just there. All the time.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? If you're happy, you're happy. Why would you move?
Yeah. Why?
I forgot this was even here.
So, this is cool. What is it?
It's a memorial for a sunken submarine. Alex, tune to 102.3 so we can hear the guide. It's kind of a weird little, feature of the island where you can hear facts about different stuff by tuning to that station. It's kind of fun. It's like a museum tour.
Oh, okay.
It's just, 102.3. Won't take long, I promise. Really, it's pretty interesting.
Named after the Hawaiian god of the sea, the USS Kanaloa was launched on January 15, 1941, and commissioned into service at the end of that year.
Its propeller was the one thing recovered, so they made it into a monument. The crew are listed on the plaque thing.
I hadn't heard of it.
Yeah, if you had, you'd have heard of the town. But since you haven't, you hadn't. Jonas, did you know that a little birdie told me that our Alex here is thinking of going out of state to college?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And did this little birdie tell everyone he did Susie Lyons even though it was only over the pants stuff? Just because Mark spends his study hall at the advisory board doesn't mean he's allowed to look through our submissions.
Look, Alex, if you are thinking of leaving, I just hope you're doing it for the right reasons. That's all. That's my whole spiel.
I'm not even sure yet, Ren, okay? I have no idea where I'm gonna go, so...
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. I said my piece.
Ren, why do you even care about this?
Oh, I don't know, maybe because you're my friend, and I'll miss you if you go. That's what a friend does. They miss the other person, and I don't want you to regret anything. So, yeah, never mind.
Oh, Ren, you big knucklehead. I'd miss you too, okay? But for now, I'm not gone yet, and who knows what I'm gonna do, so...
All right.
Oh, you two are like kittens in a paper sack.
Ugh, what is that?
It's a saying.
No, it isn't.
Does this go anywhere?
More closed stores or trees, I don't know, but it's not where we're going.
It's kind of kitschy, right? It's kind of kitschy.
What? The town? I like it. I like kitschy stuff. It's like the opposite of ugly, scratchy nature.
If nobody lives here and the stores are all closed, whose car is this?
Oh, there's always that one lonely car in every parking lot.
Oh, Lucia's here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Lucia is here and saying, well, I'm a bit lost. What is this game? Never heard of it before. And is that you talking? And is this like an RPG? Hello, Lucia. I think you missed my introduction. It was a lengthy introduction. I talked in depth about the game and Xbox Game Club. We had started with the Xbox Game Club last week. It's part of Microsoft community and it's an extension of Xbox Ambassadors. I'm one of those guys. And every single week we'll have a game of the week. And this week the game of the week is Oxenfree. So this is called Oxenfree. And it is a very, very interesting, very quirky, mysterious RPG, which in fact is accessible on all platforms, and you play these characters, and as you can see you can be walking and talking at the same time, which is actually quite unusual with lots of different games, and you are gathering the bits of the puzzle together through the story. We've just started with the game, so they departed from a ship and they've come to this town, 3 friends, childhood friends, and they will be discovering loads of mysterious things here on the island. So it's not me talking, it's the characters with their voiceovers. The game is beautifully designed and wonderfully acted, and the atmosphere and the immersiveness of it all is based on the characters who provided those voiceovers. So far so good, really, really exciting and really interesting. It's a bit like Twin Peaks if you watched, you know, the series, with lots of weird things happening on the island. You missed Destiny. I was streaming Destiny earlier today for about 4 hours, but Destiny went into maintenance unexpectedly and therefore I had to discontinue. And the Xbox Game Pass broadcasts are going to be an integral part of my channel. We'll have them every single week and we'll dedicate those broadcasts to our games of the week. So this week it's Oxenfree, next week is Sea of Thieves, the week after is Titanfall. So very different, you know, very diverse, but providing us with a lot of interesting activity that we can all talk about. Okay, so let's carry on. To put in perspective, they've just come to the island and they have not really discovered anything yet, so the exploration had just begun.
Oh, hey, this is the Parks and Facilities office. Didn't your sister Allison work here?
Allie? Yeah, she did for a few years actually. Easy money, since nobody's allowed in the parks and barely anybody here needs facilities.
Man, they close up early.
I guess no point in staying open if nobody's here.
Well, we're here. Maybe I want to buy an ornament or something.
Just to get back to Lucia, the idea behind Xbox Game Club is to be able to introduce the games that otherwise are not that well known to a wider audience. You know, so we would have people popping in from various platforms, discovering games like this one and then joining forces. This is a very, very good game. It's really story driven and there's a lot of activity to be had. So as you could see, we can nicely play these characters, run up the hill, talk amongst each other. You see what our friend says. Lucia says, I don't really want to be disturbing your stream and don't really read my message. Okay, nice. It might be very fun. I like the design and story-oriented game with choices to do can be interesting. I think Destiny maintenance is to patch Rose Hand Cannon glitch. Yeah, I think, well, it was not advertised. It was unannounced. They literally just cut us short, and I have noticed that there were some people complaining about some technical issues, so that's probably what it is. And well, it has to happen sometimes, you know, it's a brand new expansion and a lot of works will need to be conducted, so it's understandable. No big deal really from my point of view, it's just that it's inconvenient for the streamers. If we had a streaming session scheduled, then we have to cut it short, you know, that's the trouble. Yeah, this is a very interesting game. Yeah, you know, I've heard of it in the past, but it's been introduced to me through the Game Club this week, and I'll run a discussion forum on the game, so for anyone who's going to pop in and have a look, I'll ask them to provide some views and thoughts on the actual gameplay. It's because we want to give that feedback to the developer. It's a very small independent development studio, and this is their first game, so obviously we want to provide them with as much information as possible. What's annoying is that I can't really turn down the music, so there's no option really for me to do that on options here. Look the way these characters are. They're really absolutely delightful, aren't they? Really good.
The beaten path officially ends here. The beach is past the fence. I think Jerry told me that there's a way that you used to get over there, but I'm blanking on what it was. But it's not, I mean, it can't be too difficult.
Well, look, there must be something. I mean, if Jerry got over.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll go to the Discovery Cliffs. So what's this? Just go and check it out. It looks like a major container. We get there. Can't get in for some reason, don't know why.
I think the dumpster will get us over if it'll budge.
Well, let's try it.
Oh, we're off to the cliffs. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, before we get there, I should probably mention that.
Oh, God.
Who's that?
There's this girl, Nona. She's just this girl, and I'm totally into her, and I want her to be into me, so just, you know, just be cool, okay? No pouting or complaining or anything, all right?
Be cool.
Don't be like just how you can be sometimes. Oh, what was the thing you wanted to say to Alex, Jonas? You can just pretend I'm like a stray dog.
Yeah, what was it really, Jonas? If you have some deep dark secret, I'd like to know now before we're officially housemates.
I'll just talk to you later. Seriously.
So I can't get down there for some reason. Why? Alright. Jump a bit, I think.
Reginald, I hear you over there.
Hey, guys.
Wait, I was about to tell a story. What was it?
About Brad's car?
Oh, well, that can wait.
Hey.
We started a fire down the way, but Nona wanted to play beach nanny, so...
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
And Jonas,
Who
that's...
are you?
Jonas.
That's Jonas. He's Alex's new in town, fresh as a daisy stepbrother.
Stepbrother.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's a trip.
Yeah, this is his first night here, so everybody be on your best behavior. Treat him as you would a scary dog. Palms out.
That's, I don't bite. It's fine.
Wait. You're Jonas. Jonas, the stepbrother.
Yeah, what's your name again?
That is Clarissa.
How
but
are
she's...
you her stepbrother?
Our friend's asking about the music. Unfortunately, I can't turn it down on the options. If you look at the options here, we don't have, any options to do CPU help. No. Switching on Xbox help rather than. I just hope that it's not gonna kill me now with that idle screen, because that was causing us problems before. Now you went back. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the option through which I can adjust the music. Nothing I can do. It's that sort of game. It's a quirky little indie game, and Lucy's just saying that's all right for me. That's kind to help developers with reporting errors in the games. You did that for Destiny 1 Alpha 2, if I'm not wrong. This game reminds me of Minecraft story mode. Actually, it is not just reporting the errors. It's more to do with the community members trying out the game that they've never heard of. And because this is an indie game, small studio manned by 3 or 4 people, they will be very curious to hear what the community of gamers, Xbox game community or any other, will actually make of the game, whether they like it or not, if there are any suggestions of use, because they'll be working on other games as well. So the idea is to basically connect with the gaming community, and the members of that community then providing feedback. The feedback will be done through Twitter. So if any feedback you wish to leave in respect of Oxenfree, what you can do is you can go to my Twitter. You just go to the profile information on Twitch, click on Twitter, it will pop up. There's a posting there saying we are doing this stream today, and there's some other postings about the game as well. But any of those, right, you can just click on the dialogue and you can post your comments and views. Just make sure that you put hashtag Oxenfree and hashtag Xbox Community Club, Xbox Game Club. These two tags will actually bring it back to the developer. So the idea is to bring in as many people as possible to enjoy the game, and then provide the developer with their own experiences. That's the key. That's most important. And our friend said this game reminds me of Minecraft. Well, it's a game that has some elements of it, but they really wanted it to be a bit like Goonies, or like Stand By Me, or River's Edge, or Almost Famous, all kind of coming of age films, people growing up and having some weird things happening in the neighborhood. So that's the influences. It's Twin Peaks-ish, but it does have the coming of age elements as well. So I think that's the value of it. I have to say, I'm amazed by the quality of that dialogue. It's fantastically well written, and it's beautifully voice-overed, right? The guys there worked for Disney, so it's not surprising to have really very smooth gameplay, because the characters very much look like something out of Pixar, like Frozen or any other. And also the chap who had set up the studio, he worked for Telltale. Telltale made, the games like Wolf is Amongst Us, and definitely very, very interesting and thoroughly enjoyable. So far, so good.
Like, what does that even mean?
My mom married his dad, so family law and all.
Yeah, well, I guess this is happening now. This is a thing that is happening, so... Where's everyone else?
Nicole had that tennis thing.
Who else was supposed to come?
Anyone? Everyone?
Clarissa, we took the last ferry. I thought more would show up, but...
Oh my god, it's just Alex and her new stepbrother? Huh, that's it. That's who you brought. That's
Clarissa, seriously, who even invited you?
I did.
Ren invited Nona, and Nona invited me. Though, begged me would maybe be the better way to put it.
I didn't. I didn't really beg.
Wait, aren't you all like friends?
I'm friends with Nona, and I'm downgrading Ren to like a creepy neighbor. And you I just met.
Hey, what about me?
What about you?
Our friend says that this game reminds me of one of those I played on mobile. Yeah, this is a game that's ideal for Android and for Switch and for Stadia and for platforms like tablets where you can just simply point and click rather than run your own kind of character FPS like in Destiny or any other looters and shooters. So it's ideal for that sort of platform. It's very much tailored to that kind of usage because don't forget this is a family game and they wanted the people to access it on mobile phones and tablets primarily. That was the idea. So it really definitely works perfectly on those platforms, and anybody playing it on Xbox Game Pass can just download and play them on the PC, or if they go through the xCloud on Game Pass, they can just open it up on the phone and play it on the phone without any difficulty, as well as on tablets. Instantly accessible, and it's ideal for that sort of activity. I'm a bit still in two minds about FPS being accessible at the moment through beta because of the lag, but and also the fact that you need a controller. But for this game you don't need a controller. You have like an online display of controls and you can just click on them and walk your characters through, which is really good. It really makes it nice and easy. I talked about it earlier today also as part of my Destiny presentation. So, we are legging it down the road, going to the beach. We went to the hills and to the cliffs and exploring the environment rather rapidly. Actually quite good that Destiny went in for maintenance. We were allocated this slot, and it's an ideal type of game for families, Friday night and weekends in particular. Well, there's fire in there.
Man's great equalizer.
So what's the thing to do here? Other than obviously go skinny dipping and get murdered by Jason Kruger.
Well, I'm up for pretty much whatever, so...
Hey, where does that old woman live?
Oh, you mean Maggie Adler?
Yeah.
Nowhere. She's dead.
What?
Yep, keeled over 3 days ago. It was all over the news. Local news, anyway. Oldest living resident. Her family's been moving back and forth on the ferry, getting all of her crap.
Hey, we could go see her house. It must be huge. She was rich as...
No, we can't see her house. There's a giant fence, and I don't want to tear my jeans trying to climb it. And to answer your previous question, Jonas, the thing to do is lay on the beach and drink till you can't remember where you are.
And sometimes play Truth or Slap.
Yeah, let's play that. We can inaugurate Jonas.
Truth or Slap? What's that?
We used to call it Hippo, until we got tired of people asking, why is it called Hippo?
Because you get to yell, "You're a dirty hippo," before you slap someone.
You get asked a question. You have to tell the truth, but if somebody can prove that you lied, the accuser gets to slap you. It's a good, getting to know somebody game.
How can you prove that somebody lied?
Hearsay, rumor, conjecture, the usual.
All right, let's just get on with it.
Okay, so first we're
I'll
gonna...
start. Ren,
Uh-huh.
come on, fess up. You want to go out with Nona, right?
Clarissa!
Wait. Okay, that's... Clarissa, you know what? Ask me something instead. Anything you want.
You'll get your turn after Reginald answers the question.
Look, it's tough to gauge. Something like...
Enough stalling. I know you want to sample the goods. Now just say so.
I mean, I like her as a friend, right? I just like her as a friend. That's all. She's cool. She's...
Oh, liar! Liar! He's lying! He totally likes her!
What? Alex, come on, what are you doing?
I knew it.
I'm kidding. Relax. Last I heard, he's still pining for Lindsay, his secret Canadian girlfriend.
Yeah, well, I have a thing for hockey, so...
Sure.
Okay, it's Ren's turn, right? He gets to ask somebody something?
Alex!
Uh-oh.
Oh, please. Shoot, I can take it.
Okay, marry, screw, kill. Me, Nona, and Clarissa.
Why?
It's fun. It's funny, I don't know.
Well, I'd marry Nona. I like the quiet types.
I'm flattered, I think.
Okay, you're going down the line. Who'd you do the dirty with?
Clarissa, obviously.
Obviously. You're not gonna call her out on that?
No, I believe her. I mean, look at me.
And wait, that means you'd kill me? Out of everyone here, you're best...
Hey, you wanted to know.
And I'm the only guy. This is Miss Andrew. Miss Andrew, I say.
Okay, settle down. So, Alex's turn?
Yep, lady's choice. Alex gets to pick who to ask something on.
Oh, great. Here we go. What's your favorite
Clarissa,
Oh, boy.
Yes, Mum?
This is pretty fun just watching, I'll
do
admit.
you like anyone? Like anyone?
There's no one in school worth liking now.
Come on.
Ouch.
So no, I don't. But nice try.
Clarissa's turn now.
Alex, you got a new brother. Pretty exciting. I'm sure Jonas is excited, or maybe excited isn't the right word. Maybe a little overwhelmed with just everything, you know? Unsure. It's a lot to take in and adjust to.
I'm, fine.
What's your point, Clarissa?
I'm just saying what Jonas is already thinking. That statistics show if you get divorced once, you're probably gonna get divorced again. And the fact is, your mom divorced your dad. So let's put his mind at ease and hear why.
What are you talking about? What does this have to do with anything?
Why'd your parents get a divorce? Just so Jonas can hear it from you.
Clarissa, I don't really care why they got a divorce. Just that
It was just issues, like any other marriage, and they just couldn't get past theirs.
That's complete crap. I know you know why. Specifically why. Just come out with it.
My brother Michael died, and it broke everything, and they couldn't handle it. The end.
Well, now you know, Jonas. Don't die and everything will be fine.
Okay, Clarissa,
What?
You know, guys, honestly, I think I'm pretty much ready to do anything else besides this game.
Wait, let's not stop like this. We should,
Game's over, Ren. I won. And to celebrate, I'm gonna sit on the beach and drink, and maybe, if I'm feeling spicy, even take a nap.
Maybe we could
And that's exactly what Nona's gonna do too.
Fine. Whatever. Be Miss Pouty on the beach all night if you want. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
I appreciate your permission to be pouty. Thank you. Cheese! If you guys in your scavenger hunt or playing Ring Around the Rosie happen to find anything more interesting than a slowly dying starfish, you be sure to just let me know.
Super.
Whatever.
Well, I want to inaugurate this bitch by checking out the caves. Nona, want to come?
I mean, I would.
I'm very
but-
clingy, Ren.
Fine. Jonas, you're a strapping young lad. Help boost me over the fence. The cave's just, yonder.
And I guess you expect me to just jump over after?
Well, like I said, you're a strapping young lad.
Okay, come on.
Where are you from again?
It's a small town near North Valley.
Oh, yeah. Is it nice?
If you like bars on the windows. Alex, you want to check out the caves, or...?
Yeah, let's do it. Boost me up?
Yeah, come on. Come on, I'll push you over.
Oh, I forgot.
Whenever
we never
you're
talked
ready.
about John.
Oh, what, their date?
Yeah, they went to that weird carnival.
How do you even get Jenny out of the
So,
house?
the cave. What's your bets? On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird's it gonna be?
It's Ren, so definitely 10. He gets excited easily, but he has the concentration of a goldfish. The fact that he keeps demanding we see it must mean something.
Our friend Lucia says, well, the red-haired girl is rather salty, or what? Well, you've seen, she was a bit like those emo girls in some of the television series, you know? Arm against the world sort of t-shirt that she's wearing.
All right.
Hey, Carissa seems to be her normal annoying self. Sorry about that.
Yeah, what's her deal anyway?
I don't know. That woman's perpetually on her period.
Ren, I'm standing right here.
Oh, I keep forgetting you're a girl. Thanks for, not ratting me out to Nona during the game. I didn't think you would, but, you could've and you didn't, so thanks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't throw you in the deep end or anything. Not like a certain person who yelled at Andrew Finnegan about a certain junior high dance right in the middle of gym class.
That was a joke, and he agreed, so no regrets. Now, who's ready to have their minds blown?
If you don't mean that literally.
Me.
Oh, wait, actually, I almost forgot. Gonna take a little magic trip to Cupcake Town.
Those look like brownies.
Magic? What does that mean?
It means they're enhanced with certain qualities.
Well, maybe just don't eat too much.
No promises. Delicious. Okay, so see these little piles of rocks? The kids before us always leave them here so you know where to try and tune in the signals. So you're going to want to stand basically right around here and just tune the dial left or right until you start hearing some weirdness.
How will we know when it's...
You'll know. Trust me. So just pull out your radio. Holy crap! Wow, it's even cooler than I thought it would be. This is...
What is it? What's doing it?
Maybe the tuning's like unblocking a weather balloon or something?
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's just crazy, then, because I don't know. If you move around, it kind of changes, too, I think. Like, over at this pile. Here, come over here and try it.
This is so cool.
I know!
Clarissa and Nona should see this, right? I mean, I know it's like weird with you guys or whatever for some reason, but...
They're fine where they are.
Okay, just what is Clarissa's issue with you two? God, it sounds so...
Yeah, it sounds...
It sounds like painful.
Yeah. Wait, what was that? There's like... This is gonna sound stupid, but there's like something in here.
Famous last words. Famous?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm sure there is something in there. Like a giant rabies-filled bat, or a maniac who wears mannequin wigs.
Or it kind of looks like a pool or something. Like a freshwater one, maybe. Let's check it out. It's not that far in.
If it's a pool, that'd be cool. I didn't mean that to rhyme.
Cool pool.
Fortune favors the bold.
Bye.
Wait a minute! Jonas!
Well, I am going to just rest against here because I think I mismeasured the magic.
There we have it. There's the Polaroid that I've taken. Jumping on the fire. And a salty girl, as well as everyone else. Very good. So far so good. Very enjoyable, I have to say. I'm loving it. It's really a beautiful RPG, mystery, stroke, point and click type of game. Supernatural as well, I think.
Jonas! Jonas!
It's a bit like a platformer in here, isn't it? The graphics are really, really good. The characters are lovable and a bit of something out of Disney, I have to say. A friend says he acts as a cool guy, but he's really a coward. Introduction done, he says. Well, you know, we'll get to know more about the characters as we go along.
are you gonna make me beg? Please, Alex, please, let's do the tuning thing. Okay, just do whatever you want. Oh my god. Is this you? Are you doing this?
Should I stop?
No, this is awesome. I can't even, what's?
Is it what? Jonas?
Hello? Dear, tell everyone.
Hello?
Our friend says, darkness triangles, ships enter in the chat. Yeah, it's like imported directly from Destiny. And our friend says, there's no Vex in there. Well, there may be some other unpleasantries, we'll have to see. Don't forget, this is a supernatural game, so there might be ghosts and all kinds of spirited beings of sort, and we'll find out really. It's just the beginning.
Sleepy. Time. Yeah. Everything.
Fine.
Things.
There.
Same.
Don't know.
If leave is possible.
This is insane.
Listen. Bob 2.
Shape.
2.
Sleepy. Time. Yeah. Is leave possible.
I don't know what you mean, so I can't.
Bob 2.
Leave, children. Bye. Others will see you soon.
Alex!
What?
What on earth is going on in there? Oh, it's saving. What's saving here? So we have to always pass through certain checkpoints. I'm sure you'd say it's so far so good. Really very enjoyable, very good story, beautifully told, and quite fast because it's a rapid dialogue and lots of things happening.
Alex! Alex!
Alex? 11
Alex?
o'clock p.m.
Are you okay? You alright?
What happened?
That is a very good question. Look, I'm just gonna cut to the whatever. I don't know exactly what happened back there, but the sign says that's an old communications tower, and I don't know about you, but I want to climb that ladder, call somebody, and get the hell back home as fast as possible. I don't want to be the party pooper here, but the party just kinda...
I don't know. This is kind of exciting, right?
Exciting? Alex, we don't... To think something's exciting, you kind of have to know what that something is first. And we just got crapped out of the laser light show from hell, so...
Oh, come on. Are you scared? Is that Harden Tower? Oh, it's called that, I think, because the radio man who watched it, he was Major Richard Harden. I don't know why I remember that.
Wait, the guy's name was Major Dick Harden?
That would explain why I remember it.
Oh, and not for nothing. I'm fine with a little de-pantsing or whatever if the weather's right for it. But if this is some sort of prank or trick, I'm really not in the mood. So, if it is...
Christ, I'm as freaked out as you are, Jonas, all right? I have a splitting headache and, I feel like my fingernails are gonna shoot out of my hands.
Mine too. Just cross your fingers the comm tower has a working walkie-talkie or something.
My friend says... That looks sick. Teasing me with 3 triangles, nice job. Yeah, I mean, it was well, we'll find out really what it was about, because they obviously entered something supernatural. They might have been taken to another place without realizing. We'll see. So far, so good.
Where's everyone else? Ren, Clarissa.
I have no idea. I don't know if they even know that anything happened.
You know what's great about playing this game on a very, very large screen? It's that you see all the details. If you're doing it on a phone, then the characters would be rather small. So that's the benefit of having a major 60 plus 60-inch plus display. Really kind of like it. Just bear with me for a moment. I need to make myself a nice hot cup of tea because my throat is affected by my talking, so I'll be back literally in 1 minute. My friend says, well, maybe I should watch it on the TV in order to see it better. Well, you know, it depends. I think it is a game that they designed for smaller screens. Don't forget, on Switch or Android, they're fairly small, but it's just a much greater pleasure and enjoyment really for myself when I see everything on a very large screen. It's my new setup. I've kind of created it recently, and I'm very much sort of grateful that that's been possible during this dreadful lockdown, because playing the games like Destiny and Warzone and Apex and all the other ones where you need to see the tiny little dots in the distance if you're chasing the enemy is of great advantage, and I've just revolutionized my gaming from that angle. But for PvP I need much faster internet. In my local area we have very poor quality broadband, and they don't want to provide us with fiber optic, and anything in PvP requires fiber optic, so I'm still waiting for that to take place. And that's the reason as to why my streams on the audiovisual front are not of great quality. When I watch somebody from Latvia or from Lithuania, Denmark or France, they have like razor sharp images, and I can't have this because of the upload speeds. The upload speeds we have in our area are just like number 1, even less than 1, and I play Warzone against people who are on 1000 uploads. So think about it, number 1 in 1000 tells you all. Anyway, let's carry on with the activity a bit more. I have about 15 minutes left here on the broadcast. We'll carry on with Oxenfree tomorrow and on Sunday, and I'll try to complete the game in 3 days, one way or the other. That's the idea, so that we can have a full kind of fully fledged experience of it. I'm not sure how long the game is, but I don't think it's particularly lengthy. It's a game that has huge replayability due to the dialogue. Depending on what questions you're asking, you're getting different types of outcomes, so that's really the value of it. Similar to Quantic Dream games, if you played Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls or Fahrenheit or even Detroit Become Human, you will get the games that are based on your decision making, and you can't reverse, you can't replay a section. You always have to be going right to the beginning, replay the whole game in order to get a different outcome. And I really like the idea, because that is another way of having a great value in the long term.
I can see the cave, but not Ren or anybody.
What do you think happened to them?
Probably heard all the noise and ran off instead of trying to come help us.
Great.
It's locked.
Let me try.
Oh, after you.
Oh, why, thank you.
What are you even doing?
Just have a little faith. See?
Oh my, and me without my camera.
Oh, God, shut up. How does this thing...
SOS? Mayday, CQD?
CQD?
Come quick, danger. It's...
This is something out of X-Files, isn't
dead.
it?
Did you get anyone?
I don't think so. Warning, do not use aboard ship. Unsafe radiation limits.
You know, I'd normally find this stuff kinda interesting, really. You know, normally.
You don't have to make me feel better about getting you trapped on Horror Island.
Horror Island? Sounds a little different than what we're on right now.
No. Just forget it. Fence should be off now.
Great, but, don't take offense if I want to throw a stick at it first.
Come on, don't you trust me? The light turned off.
I trust you to, not hurt me on purpose or anything, but, you know, if the fence kills me on accident, it's not really about trust at that point.
Let's try the radio. Listen to this, that's really cool. Our friend says, well, there isn't really anything that I can comment on because we have a troll, and I hate trolls. I hate those bots sending us messages trying to sell something. So I got a message from my moderator saying you've got another troll. So I looked at the chat and I've seen that there is yet again a troll coming up. So guess what? We need to just report this troll to our moderator. So just bear with me. more like SOS, isn't it? This song, right at the end, reminded me of Bioshock. Don't know whether you played Bioshock trilogy, but it's very retro. It's got lots of these 1920s types of serenades, and the atmosphere is as well semi-supernatural in Bioshock as well, so really, really cool. Our friend says, I like to give my impressions of the game in the chat, but I don't want to be annoying. I feel ashamed when you stop the stream just for me, and I don't expect an answer to all of my comments, just to say hope you don't feel forced to answer. No. You know, streaming on Twitch is exclusively about communication and interaction. It's not about just playing games. And Twitch and all the other forums which are providing us with facilities, you know, through which we'll communicate to others, have to be based on communication. I actually stream through Restream, so the main portal for streaming is Twitch, but then it gets restreamed on various other randomly selected platforms like Periscope and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, etc. And I monitor the chat on Twitch, but I get also comments and views coming in from other platforms, you know, so you needn't worry about this. It is all about being able to communicate, because at the end of the day, what we are discussing is your impressions of the game, and the developer wants to know what the gamers think. Frequently, the assumption is it's all about the numbers. It'd be like a very large number of gamers leaving comments. It's not like that. If you watch presentations like what I've done the other day on the Xbox launch, you will get dozens of thousands of messages coming in continuously, and nobody can read that many messages, you know? It's about a small number of people being consistent with their comments about games. If you look at Reddit, you'll always spot certain names because people contribute every day. Right? You spot certain people who are contributing every day. You recognize their user ID. And it's the same thing with feedback. Bungie, Infinity Ward, all the companies working on Obsidian, they will pay a lot more attention to people who are consistent. You know, like shorter comments and views on the game, but consistently coming in and trying to help the developer in order to understand. You know, Bungie developed Destiny, as you've seen, because of the community, and people were coming in. And Bungie do have like a very large community of gamers, but people who really take time to write are really in very small numbers. You know, you have people ranting on Twitch, but when it comes to actually writing to Bungie, providing them with a comment, which is on Reddit or on Twitter, telling them exactly what they think, not many people will try to do that because they're worried. You know, that, you know, what are they going to think of me, that sort of thing. And certainly, live streaming and interacting through Twitch and other platforms is all about communication. It's critical, you know. And if there's a reason as to why I, as a small streamer who is a kind of pro broadcaster, I was able to get a very large group of Destiny veterans on board here, irrespective of poor quality on the visual front due to the internet speeds and everything else. It's all about us communicating. Sometimes I had 5-hour stream where we just talked about Crucible, or we just talked about Destiny. We had like 1 match or 2 matches in there. The rest of it just spent talking about our activity. And that was the best thing about it. You know, we really kind of talked at length about every single thing, which was based on our experience of both the game and our community. You know, I think doing games by oneself is something that belongs to the distant past. Today it's all about connecting with others and interacting. You know, doing a stream, watching it, discussing it, talking about your own game. It's a wonderful experience, and particularly during the times of lockdown where, you know, we are sentenced to our solitude, if you want it, at home or wherever our places of residence or work, and therefore we can communicate with everyone around the world. So it's really absolutely terrific. And Lucio says, Pip-Boy in Fallout does the same retro music too. Happy to hear this. Yeah, I played Fallout when it came out. The original Fallout 1. and Fallout 2, and still got them on PC discs. It was a quite a novel game, and I guess at the time very much aligned with Baldur's Gate, the way it was operated. And they developed it to a different level with Fallout 3 and then 4 and 76. And I loved the game. I think it really it opened up horizons of open world gaming. I remember playing Fallout 3 and I thought, hang on, this is just really extraordinary. And both games came from Bethesda, the Oblivion, Elder Scrolls game, as well as Fallout, roughly the same time, within the same couple of years. And they really gave us this very, very large interactive open world. And then all the other companies are picking up on this and developing. Because Halo, for instance, had a large map, but it didn't give you the capacity to interact with the environments. And that was the difference between Bethesda's games, Oblivion and Fallout 3, in which you were interacting with the environment. You could do fast travel, or you can just literally walk everywhere and encounter any kind of threat or materials that you could literally imagine. And I really love that. I personally love open world games. It's my sort of thing. I can just walk and walk and walk and explore the area, and it's very similar to what I do in real life. Like, for instance, in 5 minutes when I finish the stream, I'll go and walk 4K in one direction to get to my dinner, and then I'll walk back another 4K. So it's going to be, no, it's not 4K, it's I think 5.5K. It's about 4 miles. So it's about 10 kilometers that I walk roughly every single day, to get my dinner. And it's just, I love open world. It's I'm really kind of outdoorsy type of person. So when that's reflected in my game activity, in-game activity online, then I really I love it. And Lucio says, "You're right. Hope you do not feel too lonely." Absolutely not. I mean, honestly, I really feel very well embedded within various online forums, and through Twitch streams, my communication with others, online gaming, which sometimes is not streamed, the online games like Apex, PUBG and Warzone, for instance, and particularly through WhatsApp and Skype. I have literally many more contacts compared to what otherwise I would have had in real life. It's incredible. I didn't feel alone or lonely or solitary for a split second on any of these days when we had lockdown, even since the beginning of March. And thanks to the tech and all we've got, it was possible to keep abreast with all of my contacts worldwide. And I have friends and colleagues, associates living literally in very many countries around the world. And it's terrific. You just click on WhatsApp, you have a video call, you talk to somebody. You can do exactly the same in here, but I don't really run my streams with my cam on for one reason alone. I think that when you see the broadcaster, the way you actually experience the whole stream is significantly different. It's not based on spoken word in your comments, it's based on your appearance, it's based on your gestures, and the difference between listening to somebody being interviewed for, let's say, BBC 4 radio and then watching him live on BBC TV. You watch the same interview twice, you will experience it completely differently. Right? The difference is, in first instance, you're just listening to the content. You're relying on this person's voice, the way they're talking about a particular subject. You're soaking up everything said, nothing else. Watching him on the TV, you'll be looking at his style, his haircut. Other factors will play an important part. So I can certainly tell you, I have been advertising online gaming, Twitch streaming, and online connectivity from the 5th of March as the most important form of communication for everyone during the lockdown periods. Not just in Britain, but everywhere in the world. A lot of people did the same, I've actually come across a few people who were considering whether they should do Twitch streams, and some juniors as well. And then they watched some of the Destiny streams and said, well, we can do the same. So of course, doesn't matter how many people watch you or how many people you bring in. It's all about the quality content. If you have 5 people watching you, talking to you every single day, you will have the time of your life. And you can always forward the feedback and the experience to the developer or the publisher. They'll be always interested to hear. And in addition to that, if one records all of the streams, which is what I do, And if one publishes the streams then on YouTube, like, you know, the archive of everything that one does, it's also a record of all the communication, all the activity, and any developer, Bungie, Infinity Ward, BioWare, you name it, can just simply walk in and watch any of it. So it's quite a fantastic way of communicating, and it's certainly a new way of making contacts, connections, and friends. I personally think the main revolution will occur with xCloud, because xCloud will give you an option through which you will not need to have a console. You can subscribe to xCloud, right? And then let's say you want to watch this game, Oxenfree, and you are in Nigeria or South Africa, or you are, I don't know, Antarctica, North Pole, Russia, you name it. You pull out your tablet and you access your account online, you play the game. So it's instant access, doesn't matter where you are. Think about it. 10 years ago, you had to have the console. There were no live streaming services. You had to be buying a game in order to play it. There was no free trials. It was just like a demo that was usually short, didn't give you much away of the game. You had to buy the game. So the games were expensive, £50 for a new game, right? So altogether, the times have changed, and I think that's really the new direction. And it's progressing down the route of WhatsApp and Skype, you know? It's just that it's visual. You enter in this world and you can communicate with everyone. It's instant, and it's instantly accessible. This is where the biggest difference is, and I love it. I think it's absolutely incredible. Right, I'll have to wrap it up in a couple of minutes, so let's just see what they'll do, and then we'll save, and after that we'll call it a day. So for all of our viewers on other platforms, I want to say we are streaming Oxenfree. Oxenfree is the game you can see on your screen, and not a well-known game. It is our game of the week on Xbox Game Club. This is the sole reason as to why I'm streaming it. We are promoting the less well-known, quirky indie games that are accessible through various forums, Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Now services in particular. And we are trying to bring in as many gamers as possible to provide us with their thoughts and views on a particular game. As this is our game of the week, this week it's Oxenfree, next week it will be Sea of Thieves, and a week after will be Titanfall 2. So a lot to look forward to. All three games are very, very different, and definitely very, very interesting, and providing us with a lot of entertainment. You will know that Sea of Thieves is very similar to Destiny in terms of the multiplayer content. It's all about doing it together with others. You actually don't get any in-game tutorials. You need to learn from other members, and that's just really quite extraordinary. And alright, so let's very quickly see if there's anything else for us to do, and then we'll call it a day.
There's a dial tone, but there's a note here. Does not call out. Please dial station code for service.
There wouldn't happen to be a code there, would there?
Nope.
Jesus! Well,
let's pick it up.
Communications tower.
Alex? Alex? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, Jesus hopping Christ! Thank Vishnu. You guys went into that hole and a bunch of stuff. I have no idea what happened. I just woke up like 15 minutes ago. I saw the light on in the tower thing. Hey, did you know that it's named after some guy named Dick Harden?
Ren, it's been a rough night, you know.
How'd you get this number?
It's a code written on this list here. But it's not a normal phone. I can't call out. I'm at the way station or whatever in the woods. It's been like just the worst thing ever. Just DEFCON fuchsia level terrible ever since you went into
Ren, are you alright? Like, physically alright? Because I know mentally you're
No,
probably...
I'm not alright. I mean, do I sound alright or do I sound not alright? I probably sound not alright, right?
Wait, I think that's the other line. Maybe it's like a night watchman or something, or they do like...
Wait, Ren, someone's calling on the other line. Just hold on a minute. I'm gonna see who it is.
Okay, but make it quick, seriously.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Alex? Why are you answering it? It says it's an emergency line. Where are you right now?
Clarissa?
And Jonas is with you, of course he is.
I'm in the comm tower, Clarissa. Where are you?
I don't know. I'm somewhere in Fort Milner. I don't know why. I don't remember, like, the last hour. I'm trying to call somebody, but I'm in a room with radio stuff it says it can contact Kamina, but I have no idea how to make it work. Can you just come over here and figure this out with me? I don't care if you guys want to stay. I just want to get out of here.
Nobody wants to stay, Clarissa, but you know that the radio works?
Yeah, how the hell do you think I called you guys? I just can't... There's like a way or something to connect outside, but I'm not good with this stuff.
Fort Milner looked huge on the map. Do you know where the... And it dies, ladies and gentlemen.
Ren, are you still there?
Yeah, I guess that'd be too easy. So, want to truck over to Milner first, see about that radio? I mean, Clarissa can be a handful, but gotta take the bitter with the sweet.
Ren sounded kinda more out of sorts than usual. I don't know.
Look, I'm gonna leave it up to you. We can swing through the forest and nab Ren, or we can go to the fort and see what Clarissa's up to. They're your people. You can decide.
Clarissa has a walkie-talkie, so Ren can just sweat it out for an hour.
Sound logic.
Oh, look at this. We've got even this map. So that's going to be the end of our broadcast for today, I think. Let me just take a nice screenshot of this. Our friend says, that's true. You have contacts in every country. For example, I'm French, but physical contact is good for mental health too. No one talks about this in France. The sale of the antidepressants has greatly increased. Well, I think we have to balance it out, you know, the balance between the real life contact and the exchanges online. One has to be rational and not emotional, and the reason for that is simple. At the moment where you are experiencing a life-threatening disease, you know, your life is a threat, you have to just flexibly adapt to the environment. And I personally always eat out at 4:30 every single day, meet lots of my friends in a local mini restaurant, and we spend usually an hour there every single day chatting away about everything. I've not gone and eaten out, you know, on site since the 5th of March, so that's, what is it, 8-9 months away already, and I have now everything which is freshly cooked for me but then given through takeaway, and I don't really meet many people in real life for the obvious reason. We have a dreadful situation in Britain similar to what you have in France, and you know, we have to be as careful as possible. 35,000 people new cases yesterday in Britain, which was a 30% increase literally within one day, the worst record ever. And I'm quite content with all the contacts I have online, and you know, talk to everyone through video hookups on WhatsApp and Skype, and don't feel really any difference much, you know. But what you said is true. I guess it concerns people who are craving for that sort of contact, and people who feel deprived and therefore perhaps being alone triggers off the other feelings from the past, you know, from the childhood, from when they were younger, when they felt deserted, abandoned, perhaps not really in position to have any contacts at school elsewhere, and then all of that comes to fore. So I know what you mean. We've had lots of these issues here in Britain as well. I've been a member of COVID assistance team, and I dealt with people who were indeed experiencing severe difficulties, albeit in small numbers, and you know, I agree. It's important to balance it out, but I think if you're looking at it from the point of view of good friends, the real life friends, long time friends, what you want to do is you want to call them and you want to talk to them you know, on phone or WhatsApp, because it is different when you compare online activity to let's say Twitch streams or any other forum, could be even a professional forum, and when you talk to the loved ones, like family members. But I don't find it at all different if I talk to my family or my loved ones live online, you know, when I can see them on my television screen, compared to the way they are in real life. I mean, you know, the only difference is that they're out there, they're not together with me here in this room, but everything else is exactly the same. In fact, sometimes I find the communication and conversations we have to be perhaps even more fruitful, lengthier, and richer in content than to what we would have had in real life, because we don't actually suffer major intrusions. You know the way the families are, people pop in, go in and out, and that sort of thing. In this instance, when somebody is talking on WhatsApp, they really want peace and quiet in the environment in order to be able to soak up all the information, talk to the other party, and that makes it even better. Right, we have come to the end of our broadcast, so thank you, Lucio, thank you to everyone watching Oxenfree on various platforms. It's been a pleasure to be able to introduce this wonderful indie game here on my channel. We'll do so tomorrow and on Sunday as well. I look forward to that. I really like the game. I have to say, probably one of the best indie games I've played now for quite some time. I had another game the other day, and I need to dig up the title now, which was equally interesting. The game I've spotted in the past, never played it, but it's just really amazing. Also a bit supernatural with kind of weird characters, but located in a very, very different mythical Elder Scrolls type environment. So really wonderful to be able to try these games with, I guess, guidance from Xbox Club, because the game was recommended, and also we are all going to be talking about it. I really look forward to the discussions. I'll write a few of these tweets tonight, and I'll definitely engage with some of the other guys. It'll be very, very interesting to see what they have to say about their own personal experience. Anyone who was, you know, a great fan of Twin Peaks or X-Files, or indeed the coming-of-age films like River's Edge and Stand By Me and Almost Famous will absolutely love it. And I'm one of those. So thank you, Lucio. Thank you to everyone else who watched the stream. Thank you to our Destiny veterans for our participation earlier in the day. Our stream is now ending. Thank you all for coming. I shall see you all when we resume with our stream tomorrow. There may be another stream later today, and it will be a stream of PvP activity. We'll do some Warzone. I need to see how Warzone is performing when streamed, because I've not done it now for a while since the latest updates. But you know, it may be another very, very interesting slot for people to watch, because what I want on my channel is to provide some degree of variety, with the major games like Destiny always being present every single day. So thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I wish you all a very, very good night.